You're watching Peace Country Presents on CJDC TV.
Good evening and welcome to Peace Country Presents Lifestyles and Entertainment. I'm your host, Emily Moyes, and tonight's episode is going to be a fun one. With Halloween just around the corner, I'm going to tell you guys where you can get dressed up in a one-of-a-kind outfit. An impressive and eclectic store that's owned by Amber Lindley called Fairy Wings Costumes and Things. She's located in the Jones subdivision and she has everything under the sun that you could imagine. So let's go hang out with Amber and find out what she's going to get you dressed up in for this Halloween season. Amber Lindley grew up in the peaceful Baldonnel area, but all havoc would break loose come Halloween, as her mother inspired her love of the October holiday.
She'd make like different, she'd always make her costumes, but she'd make like menus and stuff and make funky food, and she just made it really, really exciting. So we just enjoyed Halloween. Not so much the trick-or-treating, we didn't really care because I'm not really a candy person, I don't care about that, but it was all about the dressing up and doing whatever you wanted to be. So to me, Halloween's about not who you are, it's who you were in your past life, or who you're that personality that you're not allowed to let out at work and all that, right? They don't let me go to work on Halloween because I'm not allowed, but yeah, so I mean, it's that exploring those other sides of yourself and just having fun.
Amber now runs a year-round business out of her home, sharing her racks upon racks of costumes in varied sizes and themes. This is something that has been in the works for many years, but after some life-changing moments, she said, let's do it full out.
About grade 9, I've always loved Halloween, but grade 9 I just started collecting and I make my own costumes and everybody's like, you should do this, and I thought, yeah, that's a good idea. And then about 9 years ago I lost my dad and I decided that life was short. And then I broke my leg and decided life was really short and said, you know what, forget it, let's just do it. And I had in my garage, so 340 square foot, I had most of this stuff in there. So we just moved. This is over 1,200 square feet. I'm so excited. I take about 2 weeks off right around Halloween just because I'm so busy in here and it's not fair to my customers. Like the rest of the year, it's fine if they have to phone and make an appointment around my schedule, but it's Halloween, you know, this is what they do and this is what I do.
The impressive garage houses hundreds of options in which she promises to make you look fabulous and cover up if you'd like a more adult attire.
I have bags and bags of hats and wigs, and I've got crinolines because lots of the really short, sexy costumes are really, really short. So if you get drunk and you want a little cover up, you know, I got you covered, you know. Yes, and I will not let you leave here looking horrible unless you insist. Like I will be like, no, I'm way too honest. Be like, yeah, go back in the dressing room, try something else on. Have like a little section of really wrong costumes that are like, oh, little kids don't look there. Mommy and Daddy gotta explain that. I have dressing rooms, I have tons of plus sizes costumes, I have like just a little bit of everything for everybody.
Including converting a dear friend who was once anti-Halloween into the life of the party as a memorable cult movie character.
I made, one of my best male friends hates Halloween, and his thing was always, nobody should ever wear spandex, ever. And he has a few rules in life, and that was one of them. And so he phones me up one day and he says, I want to be Orgasmo. And I'm like, who's Orgasmo? So I had to go rent this stupid movie. What? Like, what about the rule? And he's never dressed up for Halloween ever. So I said, okay, I'll make it. But I said, you had better not just wear it, you own it. Like, you own Orgasmo. You're going out not as Frank dressed as Orgasmo, you go as Orgasmo, or I'm not doing it. It took me days, and I won't even talk about how much money it cost, but he owned it. He was out like slapping his very pink spandex butt in the bar, and oh yeah, it was amazing.
Another amazing costume that is still talked about to this day is a creation Amber and her mother put some blood, sweat, and tears into.
Catwoman was awesome, but
that's you?
Yeah, that's me. That's a personality thing. Like I really just Halle Berry. Not yes and no. So I ordered. That's about 4 costumes put together because the fitting of it and stuff was hard. So and then my mom sewed me in because it's very fitted. She sewed me into it. But that I walked up to my man. We'd been together for about 4 years, and I kind of, how you doing? And he's like, ah, who's this woman? Ah, right. So he's kind of, Amber's gonna kill you if you come near me. And then I'm like, sweetheart, hello, sweetie. But you know.
Amber says superhero costumes always go through stages of popularity, but there is one surefire way to know what will be trendy.
The best way to find out what everybody wants to be is what really good movies were out. Like that's the most obvious. And then there's things like Alice in Wonderland goes in, like obviously it was just out because it just came out, but it goes in trends. And then the other one is Wizard of Oz. It's about every 4 years there's a huge, like I don't know if everybody gets drunk and watches Wizard of Oz or something, I'm not sure why.
Well, whatever the rhyme or reason, Amber is the lady to keep you current on costumes or think outside the box, like her dismembered soccer player getup. And anyone that knows her knows this is not just a holiday but a way of life. So luckily, her rock star honey jumped on board and embraced her wild ways.
Even my man has got into it. We have an understanding. He's never done Halloween until he met me, and I said, well, I've never been a rock star girl because he's a rock star, and I said, I've never done that, so I'll do that for you, and you do this for me once a year. And he does. He comes, he takes 2 days off work, and he helps me out on my busiest days, and here he's amazing. And he dresses up, but he insists on doing his own makeup and his own, he's usually an 80s rock star. Last year he was Alice Cooper.
Well, she certainly is one wild woman. This is a story of a spontaneous trip that is rock star worthy.
I needed to enforce my independence on life, and I flew to England to watch a Pink concert overnight and flew home.
You are a wild
Rob didn't even know I was gone. He's like, did you like go somewhere? I'm like, yep, to Pink. He's like, she was in England. I'm like, it was fun. I made lots of English friends.
You are fabulous. You're one of my most interesting interviews I've ever had. This is awesome, Amber.
But you know, life really is short, and unfortunately you learn that the hard way.
Amber is off for 2 weeks to accommodate her treasured customers, but she recently made a life-changing decision that she is very pleased with.
This has been my year for change. I quit a job of 15 years, and my honey and I bought a house together. Like, this is a big deal for us, and like, so it's been really good. All positive movement. And so yes, I got hired at Northeast Savings Credit Union. I play soccer with the manager, and I think she thinks I'm crazy. So she's like, I wanted you to work for me. I'm like, yeah, I'm crazy, yeah. Yeah, so she knows what she's getting because I'm soccer, Halloween, she knows.
As Halloween falls on a Wednesday this year, most adult parties will fall on the weekend before. So do not miss out on a show-stopping costume. Make sure you stop by to see what Amber has in her house of, well, everything. She guarantees more than your local variety store. Fairy Wings Costumes and Things is located in the Jones subdivision, just past Northern Lights College. Open October 19th through the 27th from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Or just give Amber a shout at 262-WING.
They did the mash. It caught on in a flash. They did the mash. They did the monster mash.
Peace Country presents. We'll be right back.